Okay, I think we're live. What's happening, everyone? Sounds looking good as well. How's it going? Welcome back to jikGeek. Welcome back to our jikGeek in the Week podcast. Yeah, welcome to all the new subscribers. Great to have you with us, as always. Not done one of these for absolutely ages, and I'm fully maxed hype for this trailer reaction. I saw it dropped on Quinn GM's channel earlier, and I thought I'd nip on and do a quick reaction and breakdown, as we did for the last one. I think 2 podcasts ago we did reaction to the first trailer, so I thought I'd nip on. Join us in the chat. Great to have you with us as always. Great to have you a part of the jikGeek community. Great to have you part of the Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon community as well. We've got the poll in the chat, so make sure you're checking that out. We've got the breakdown of the and the full trailer reaction to go through. I haven't watched it all the way through. I've just seen a couple of snippets just to do the thumbnail. So yeah, I think we're going to give it a minute or so just to make sure a couple of people can nip on, and then I think we'll jump into it. I'm absolutely fully hyped for this though. I've got plans to do reactions after every one of the videos. Gonna try and get some guest appearances as well, depending on who can make it. What's up, BBJ30 in the chat? What's up, man? Good to have you with us. Thanks for joining in. Unsure if you're a Game of Thrones or a House of the Dragon fan, brother, but always good to have you with us and supporting the channel, man. I'm digging. I'm absolutely loving the Final Fantasy 12. I know I am following on the Final Fantasy 6 stuff, man, but that Final Fantasy 12 playthrough, that's the one for me at the moment. Absolutely loving that. Always putting that in the watch later list. If you're sticking around, great to have you with us, and enjoy the reaction. Buzzing, man. Hopefully we can watch it together then. If you don't want to be spoiled though, and you want to watch it in your own time, feel free to, pause, nip off. Exactly. So do what you got to do. You do you. But I am fully maxed hype. So we'll give it a minute or so, just to make sure other people can jump in. Yeah, absolutely buzzing. The previous trailers looked insane. They look really good. They're not giving too much away about the story, I've got to admit, but they are looking so good. HBO though, it puts out some seriously good stuff, and if anything, season 1's anything to go by, season 2 is going to be incredible, because, and I've got the information up with me, considering how much they put into season 1, and it's not even that big of the Dance of the Dragons story. I'd probably even go as far to say it's probably not even a quarter of the story. And considering how much, book material they've got to go on as well, it was just unbelievable. The quality and all of the extra bits and all of I love the part with Viserys and Rhaenyra when they were talking about the White Walkers at the start. I'm really hoping we get more of that. More of the prophecy stuff, please, because that's the sort of stuff that I dig on jikGeek. So yeah, man, the first season was great. It was so good. I'd probably say it's in between it's better than season 5 and 6 of Game of Thrones, but it's probably not as good as seasons 1 to 4. But, to say you're better than season 5 and 6 of Game of Thrones is a pretty good feat itself. So I think we're going to jump into the trailer. Full spoils ahead. I'm going to be going through everything. I'm going to probably go through the trailer a couple of times. I'm going to have to pause it because I don't want to get the a strike, or I don't want to get the live stream taken down. So we're going to have to pause it. I'm going to probably keep the audio on though. And if I can, I'm going to try and edit this down afterwards for a nice little cheeky video on the channel. Right, so with that in mind, I think we're going to jump into it. Let's just make sure everything's coming in. Yep, so the sound's looking good. I think we've got sound coming through here as well. So let's just double check. Right, let's just double check that. Oh yeah, that's... Hang on, let's just check me with the sound as well. I should do all this, but this is a lastminute.com. Let's just check me with the sound as well. Okay, this is a sound check with me with the sound. Right, I think that needs to come down a bit. That needs to come down a bit. I want to get this right because
the Targaryen who sits the...
Right, this is sound check with me with the sound of the trailer.
The Targaryen who... sits the...
That needs to come down a bit. I want to get this right because
The Targaryen who sits the...
yeah, so that desktop needs to come down a bit. Okay, so let's see. Right, let's maybe put that at like 50. And let's see if that's any better. Apologies about this, whoever's joining in on the chat. If it's still you, Big Baby J30, good to have you with us, man. Last year, the Game of Thrones was Cardinal Lane. 100% agree, man. Absolutely crucified me. It broke my heart, honestly. I remember watching The Long Night and I was crying. I was watching on my own and I was crying because it was that bad. It was so bad.
Who sits the Iron Throne? The Targaryen who sits the Iron Throne.
Right, this is another test with me with the sound.
Who sits the Iron Throne?
Right, okay. Let's tell you what. Let's put that back and let's just turn it down on media player. And we'll turn it up on there.
Targaryen who sits the Iron Throne. The Targaryen who sits the...
Yep, sounds too loud. I know it is, Big Baby J. Let's see.
Sounds too loud. I know.
Right, let's...
Targaryen who sits the Iron Throne.
Right, should have tested this out. Never mind.
Iron Throne.
Right, another test with me with the sound on 25%.
The Targaryen.
Right, another test with me with the sound on 25%. So it's probably going to have to go down a bit more. I'm thinking about 10%.
Who sits the...
Right, another test with me at 10%.
The Targaryen.
So it's probably going to have to go down a bit more. I'm thinking about 10%.
Who sits the...
Right, another test with me at 10%.
The Targaryen.
So it's probably going to have to go down a bit more. I'm thinking about 10%. Okay, let's go with that. Let's just drop it maybe down to about 5%. So hopefully that's better now. If not, we can adjust it and go back. That's fine. I do want to get this. I do want to get this reaction in though. So, House of the Dragon Season 2 official trailer reaction and breakdown. Let's go.
The Targaryen who sits the Iron Throne is not just a king.
Oh, we've got Kriggan start. I'm gonna have to start that again because I want that full screen.
The Targaryen who sits the Iron Throne is not just a king.
Kriggan Stark.
And a queen.
Dragon eggs as well.
A protector of the realm. Now I find myself in an impossible position.
Okay, we've already seen that. We've already seen that bit.
The enemy usurped my throne.
We're going to King's Landing.
Haha, yes.
Well, what are we going to do about it?
Oh, he looks good as king. I like that with the dagger.
Before us.
Proceed cautiously.
Sorry,
Dignity. I
was
want
that bit?
revenge.
what was that bit?
The enemy usurped my throne.
We're going to King's Landing. Well, what are we going to do about it?
Is that the cat's paw dagger? Looks like it. Hang on, how did he get that? How did he... Unless he's got that from the old man.
We must play the board before us.
Proceed cautiously.
Fuck dignity.
Oh,
I want revenge.
oh, he should have said I want fire and blood, but I suppose he's not on the... No, he's not on the right faction to say that, I suppose. Nice one, BBJ30. Good to have you with us. Just going through the trailer. I'm going to try and do it in snippets because I really don't want to get striked or the stream go off. So, oh man, I love all this. Love all the flags, all the heraldry. Is that Lannister as well? Yep, Lannister red.
News spreads through the realm. The great houses will come to our side.
Them dragons look fire as well. No pun intended.
Houses will come to our side.
Hang on. Aemon looking
I want revenge.
badass.
News spreads through the realm.
See, what I like about this season is all of the dragons look different. They've all got their little unique look about them. Because I've got to admit, back in Game of Thrones days, they all look the same. They just had different colours.
The great houses will come to our side.
We've got a fair few flags there. I don't know who half of these are, but I'm guessing this is probably either what? This is either Rook's Rest or Battle of the Gullet. I reckon we're going to end on Battle of the Gullet. Sorry, not Battle of the Gullet. No, I reckon that's got to be Rook's Rest, because actually Battle of the Gullet is going to be, what's her name? Who's the ship guy? Oh, Corlys Velaryon. That's Battle of the Gullet. Because I think he's, yeah, he takes on the Triarchy, I think, from what I recall in Fire and Blood. I do need to read Fire and Blood again before Season 2 comes out. Maybe even just the Dance of the Dragons bit. But this part looks sick. I mean, look at all them extras, all that. It looks, honestly, that's quality.
I did not think they would be so eager to die.
I got to admit, Daemon, best character in Season 1. Now, this is what we're talking about, Battle of the Gullet. But I reckon this is probably going to be episode 8, 7 or 8. I reckon we're going to finish on the massive sea battle. And it's good that we're going to get a sea battle.
My ships sail at your command.
Oh, there's my boy. There's my boy, Caraxes. Love it.
The realm's only hope is in a leader strong enough to unite it.
Do you accept me as your queen and ruler?
No, I bet he doesn't. Because I reckon that's why he gets himself off to Harrenhal. I reckon he'll go. Because he can't accept her as queen. And because of the whole prince that was promised thing. That look there suggests to me that he said no. And I reckon it's all to do with, well, A, he thinks he should have been king. B, what Viserys didn't tell him. And C, what Rhaenyra dropped on him on, I think it was episode 10, when he grabbed her up by the throat. Because of all the prince that was promised stuff. And Viserys didn't share that with him. He only shares it with the heir, doesn't he? I got to admit, all the dragons look different, which is so cool. Now, I don't think we saw much. I think this is probably Sunfire, considering that shot there of Aegon. This looks like Sunfire. Very lean, very yellow. CGI is a bit meh there. It's a bit meh, but that looks cool. That looks a great looking shot.
Senseless.
Is that Rook's Rest again? I don't even know what. What would that be? What? Is that Duskendale maybe? Harrenhal? No. Is it Harrenhal? Doesn't look that big. I've got the Wiki of Ice and Fire up as well, just to reference. That's got to be Rook's Rest. Unless it's... Yeah, because there's the... is that the Hightower sigil? Let's just have a quick look. Hightower sigil. Yeah. Well, it hasn't got any... It hasn't got any smoke coming from it, but it's definitely a tower. Tower sigil. Let's see if there's any others in Game of Thrones. No, I think it's just that. Unless they've changed it. Yeah, okay. So I reckon this is... Yeah, this is Rook's Rest.
This senseless war must end.
Shall not let us prevail.
Not like this.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that looks insane. Look at that. That is probably the best dragon CGI I have ever seen in my entire life. Oh my... I hope, by the way, let me know if the volume's okay, if the volume of me's okay. It's coming in okay on my phone. And I'm really trying to not get the live stream taken down. Bear in mind, if you join us in the chat, make sure you're checking out the poll in the comments. Yep, love it as well. Love it as well, BBJ30.
Toad's love for our enemy. That makes...
What did he say?
Alison Toad's love for our enemy.
What did he say?
Alison Toad's love for our enemy.
Alicent holds love for our enemy. So they're still going to play on the fact that there's still love between Alicent and Rhaenyra.
That makes her a fool.
Not like this.
Alison Toad's love for our enemy. That makes her a fool.
Oh, that makes her a fool. So we've already... Oh, Lord Craig and Stark. Get the Stark symbol. Looking sick. Ice in the background. And that looks like they're at the wall. Now, I do recall in Fire and Blood, I don't think we got a reference that they went to the wall. Now, I did drop a video about 3 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago, on some of the theories about season 2 of House of the Dragon. One of them, I reckon, we're either going to get either some reference, or we're going to probably see, either through crows or someone or something, we're going to see some sort of reference to the White Walkers and the others. I know we are. And if they call them the others, this is the greatest show since season 4 of Game of Thrones. Because, yeah, okay, the White Walkers, right, but they should be called the others. 100% they should be called the others. Now, the fact that honestly, that looks like the wall. That doesn't look like Winterfell. Unless, actually, no, it could be. I really do hope it's the wall. That's what I'm saying. Because it'd be so good if they went to the wall and we got some White Walker references on top of all of the Prince That Was Promised stuff and all of the prophecy stuff, because that heavily links to the White Walkers now, doesn't it?
The enemy without may be fought with swords.
Oh, this is the battle of the Cargill twins. Right there.
Swords.
And I have no idea who's who. Maybe this is... I reckon this is probably going to be early on. This is probably Daemon either going back. This is either the initial, what we had at the end of season 1, Daemon going to see Vermithor, or this is him going back to try and get Vermithor on side. I do believe it was Vermithor, who we had at the end of Hot D season 1, episode 10. Vermithor. I'm sure it was. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Yeah, Daemon singing to Vermithor. Yeah, it was.
The enemy within is more
Oh, it's Aemon. Oh, it looks like Rhaenyra that did then.
insidious.
Oh, what did he say? CGI there is looking quality, actually. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
Asymptote's love for our enemy.
Right, we've heard that
makes
bit.
her a fool.
Yeah. I really hope that's on the wall. I really do. CGI there is looking sick. Looking seriously good. Look at that. And you can definitely tell. Oh, is that Sunfire? I thought Sunfire was like a yellow.
Without may be fought with swords. The enemy within is more insidious.
Oh, the enemy within. Oh, some deep lines in season 2. Remember, folks, none of this dialogue really is coming from the books. It's all been made up by Congal and George on site, and obviously the writers. This is all fresh stuff. Oh, is that Adam of Hull? I am shocked, but that could be Adam of Hull. Or does he have a brother? I think I'll have to double check that, but that could be Adam of Hull, because he's got the Valerian symbol there. I mean, no disrespect, right? But you know, the skin color gives it away as well. And I think they did such. I was very skeptical, if I'm honest, about the whole Corlys situation, but I think the fact that they've cast him as a black actor, I think that suits the role, and it suits the story. It makes it that much more intriguing. I think so, and I know a lot of people had a big opinion about that, but I think it was a fantastic decision. Now here, it gives it away to me that that's Adam of Hull, 100%. And in one hand, I'm gutted because I really wanted Laenor to come back. I really did. And I thought that shot with the 2 dragons would be... I thought that shot with the 2 dragons in the first trailer was Laenor. Yeah, I thought it was Walenor. Great to have you with us, BBJ30. Thanks for checking it out, man. Oh, is that what's her name? Is that I can't remember the name now. The Dreamer. Danis? No. Oh, Helena. That's the one. That looks like Helena. That looks like Baylor. I'm going to have to get the what's her name back up. Like I did for season 1. The family tree. Because I thought that was really useful. Oh, and that's got to be Baylor. Yeah, you can tell by the red cape and the silver hair. And is that Moon Dancer? I think that's what her dragon's called. Looking pretty good. I'm pretty sure as well that that's the mother of Daenerys's dragon eggs. I could be wrong. I need to really get my my lore back up to peak levels for season 2. But this is probably going to be her role, either at the Eyrie where she's protecting it, but I think they'll extend her role because she stays there in the books. I think they'll extend her role to go and support her family. Who is it? Rhaenys at Harrenhal at the end of the season.
There is more than one way
Oh.
to fight a war.
Have they changed her accent?
There is more than one way
Yeah, they have.
to fight a war.
Right, let's just go back to that.
To fight a war.
See if we can slow this down.
To fight a war.
Right, that looks like maybe Otto or one of the Cargill brothers. See, panic in King's Landing makes me believe that we're going to get reference to, who was it, the preacher? What was his name? The preacher. The shepherd. Yeah. We might get reference to that. I think we might get reference to him. Why else? That's the thing, right? Why else would there be mass panic in King's Landing? Unless there's just mass panic when Rhaenyra comes back to kind of take over the throne. But I always thought that she did that without any kind of any battle or any war, because all of the rest of them were over in like the Riverlands. It's strange, that is, because if so, I always thought the shepherd, I'm pretty sure the shepherd is quite far into the Dance of the Dragon story. I always thought that would have been like a season 3, season 4 sort of thing. And all this panic, I'm confused as to why we're getting this. I might be missing something though. If anyone in the chat can let me know their thoughts. Some more battles. This looks sick, this battle does. Oh, this dragon CGI looks unreal as well. Absolutely unreal. Look at that for a shot. Oh my god. Oh, is that Maylee's as well? Yep, so this is going to be Rhaenys and Meleys fighting... Bushmaster, what's happening, man? Good to have you with us. You see, the riot, though, isn't the riot, though, quite far into the story? I always thought it was like, you know, 2/3 of the way into that section of Fire and Blood. It doesn't seem like a halfway point in the story. Like, Rook's Rest, halfway point. What else? The Dragon Seeds. You know, that's kind of like a 50% point of the story. Battle of the Gullet is where I reckon this is going to end. Because you've got some battles. You've got the Shepherd. You've got the Fall of King's Landing. You've got the God's Eye. You've got the Dragonstone piece. And then, sorry, you end with the Battle above the God's Eye. Ah, right, okay. You know what? You make a good point, right? Because I haven't heard anything about Nettles. And there doesn't look like there's anyone in this that takes on Nettles' role. You are right. Maybe they're bringing the Shepherd piece forward. And the riots at King's Landing forward. Maybe that will probably give Alicent something to do in season 2, because it either looks like she's going to the God's Eye or Harrenhal, if you recall the previous trailers, and she's underwater and all that stuff. Maybe it'll give her something to do in this season, because if I recall, I don't think Alicent nor Rhaenyra have got much to do. So I think you're right. I think they're going to have to. I think they're going to have to kind of engineer some situations. Also, Alicent will meet with Rhaenyra to negotiate. Ah, I see. Okay. Yeah, it's tough what they do with them two, because every other player in this has got something to do, has got a purpose. You know, Aegon, Corlys has got the battle with the Triarchy. Daemon and Aemond have got their rivalry. You know, the kids, what's her name, Jace has gone off. So it's a tough one to know what you're going to do. They're going to do with Rhaenyra and Alicent. Anyway, back to this though, because this is where I think this is probably towards the end of the season. I'm so behind on all the news, man, for this. So Battle of the Gullet is confirmed for season 3. My God. So what on earth then are they? Why on earth then why on earth would they be teasing Corlys Velaryon then? Because you've got Dusk and Dale, Rook's Rest, the Dragon Seed stuff. The only battle with the shit, unless they tease Battle of the Gullet. Right, let's continue anyway. Oh, CGI looks sick. Seriously good.
War is coming, and neither of us may win.
Oof, look at that.
War is coming, and neither of us may win.
And neither of us may win. Visually, this looks absolutely spectacular. I am fully max ultra hyped for this. So Rhaenys has the whip. The only thing Corlys does this season is block the food transport to King's Landing. Ah, right, okay. And that's why he obviously suggests to Rhaenyra then, my ships are yours, right, I see. To do his part to help, right, I see. and argues with Rhaenyra over Rhaenys' death. I see. So that'll be towards the back end of the season then. I mean, man, this looks so... Visually, it looks fantastic. And I know we shouldn't just go on visuals, but it does look absolutely unreal. How they bring this to life and how they've crafted it from such little source material is beyond me. It's just fantastic. Right, we're going to go through it again. I think that's Helena, Bushmaster. I think that is... Because that's the only thing, that's the only reference we've seen to Helena. Are you talking about... They've changed her accent, by the way. They've made her, like, less French, and I'm pretty sure they have.
To fight a war.
Yep, they changed her accent. You're talking about...
It's more insidious.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me find it. It's like round here somewhere. Oh, that's my favourite shot of the whole trailer. That looks sick. He's even got his Valyrian steel armour on. I know which one you're on about, Bushmaster. It's only a minor clip. Oh, I reckon it's Helena. Because she had all that dragon dreaming in season 1, didn't she?
The enemy within is more insidious.
Sure, it's around here. There, that's it right there. That looks like Helena. Ah, that is such a good point, you know. Now, another thing I dropped on the video a couple of months back was, will we see young Rhaenyra and young Alicent again? I've got a sneaking suspicion that we might. Or, now you've just said that, a young Emma and a young Viserys, that would also be pretty cool to see. That would be sick. Yeah, that would be sick. I'm gonna have to bring back the family tree for the episode, the live reactions, you know, because it does help when you're trying to navigate who's who, and even trying to incorporate which dragons who's this season is going to be tough, because there's basically there's the characters, isn't there, and then there's dragons on top, which is even more characters. Now you've said that, that makes a total lot of sense. Let me just find a picture of Helena from season 1. Helena Targaryen. Excuse me. Unless they've changed the actress. Oh, hang on. It doesn't look the same actress as last time, so unless they've changed the actress. I mean, well, season 1 though goes directly into season 2, doesn't it? So there's no kind of like you know, no one's grown up or anything. So unless it's quite way into the season and a bit of time's passed, and they've changed the actress. Yeah, it could be young Emma. Have we had news of young Emma and young Viserys then? So young Viserys Targaryen. No, Google's only showing me Viserys from Game of Thrones season 1. Yeah, okay, let's go through it again, because I really want to kind of understand each and every segment of this. I'm absolutely buzzing for this now. Right, let's go back to it. You've got me really... Right, it's just after this bit. I really don't want to get copyrighted.
The enemy without may be fought with swords. The enemy within is more insidious.
It's coming up. Yep, could be. Could be the Eerie. You're right. And, yeah. Oh, yeah, she's... Yeah, because she's his cousin, isn't it? Emma. Okay. Yep, okay. Yep. Right, let's go back. Now, if it's too quiet, let me know. If it's not, that's great. Have you say in the chat poll as well. I'm max ultra mega super duper super saiyan hyped for this. Honestly, this just looks unreal. Now, that looks like Daemon.
The Targaryen who sits the Iron Throne
Is it?
is not just...
Hang on, why would he be there in an empty room? Is that a dream, maybe?
The Targaryen who sits the Iron Throne
Phew. Yeah, because they wouldn't have... Let's just have a look. The Greens, Hot D, Sigil. I'm sure it's... They've done the green dragon on the black background, yeah, and that's a red dragon, so that's going to be a dream. That looks... Please correct me in chat. That looks like the wall, though. Yep, that's definitely a dream, isn't it, Bushmaster? Now, correct me where I'm wrong, but I reckon this is the wall. I reckon they go from Winterfell to the wall, and that other what's her name? That other shot that we've seen on basically all of the trailers so far of all of those people. Yeah, it's got to be the wall. But that just fills me with hype, even more extra hype. If we get more references to the others, or you know, some sort of White Walker drop, I'm gonna flip out. Shit's going down.
is not just a king or a queen.
Nice little subtle... Look at that. Subtle... I mean... If that in a subtle hint to Daenerys' eggs... Could... Because... I'm pretty sure... Who was the mother of... Daenerys' eggs? I'm sure it was like Moon. Wow. Yeah, that's a nice little subtle nod.
They are a protector of the realm.
Oh yeah, we're getting a lot of shots of the riot. So... Maybe this is the end? See, no. This can't be the end of season 1.
Now I find myself in an impossible position.
Now, lots of nice shots. We've already seen this shot, so I reckon they're going to start the season with this. Crown, put, you know, Aegon on the throne and stuff like that. Because if I recall, we either didn't see much of him or we didn't see him at all at the end of season 1 on the throne. So I reckon this is him walking through for the first time.
All hail King Aegon!
I don't know who these two are. He looks like a Lannister.
The enemy usurped my throne.
This is going to be the aftermath of the hang on. Where's Helena's dragon? Is it this one? Bushmaster. Is it that one there? I keep missing. Season starts 10 days after episode 10 confirmed by actors. Yeah, it follows straight on. Straight away. We're going to have that shot of Rhaenyra looking over... What is it? Shipbreaker Bay or... Shipbreaker Bay. Whether she sees, excuse me, whether she sees what's her name's body, I don't think she will. But yeah, so you're saying that's... Oh, Dreamfire Helena's dragon is the mother of Daenerys' dragon eggs, right? I get ya. Yeah. I knew it was one of them, and I knew it was on the green side.
Now I find myself in an impossible position.
Right, so we've seen this bit.
All hail King Aegon!
The enemy usurped
So this is obviously going to be the aftermath of what's gone on post episode 10 of season 1.
my throne.
That don't look like Valerian steel. And who's that? Is that Rhaenyra?
Up to my throne.
Is that the same? Is that the same, like, you know?
Up to my throne.
Looks like it, because he's got the V there. Unless they're putting Rhaenyra into battle as well. I wouldn't be surprised.
We're going to King's Landing.
Right, so this is early doors as well, because they've had the... So if I recall, season 1, episode 10, they were at the painted table, and they were discussing about the other dragons. And that's going to be after. That's going to be pretty much straight away. This is episode 1, I reckon.
Well, what are we going to do about it?
Now that is, by the looks of it, that is the cat's paw dagger. Let's see if there's anyone we can decipher from the table. So we've got right, we've got Christian Cole, we've got Alicent, we've got Aemond, Otto, what's his name now? Maester, I can never remember his name. Maester for the Greens. Hot D. It's not Maester Lewin. Anyway, Maester, and then that's the newest guy. That's correct, Bushmaster, yeah. That's why he's there and Otto's not. That's right, he's there and Otto's here, because he's the hand, yeah. That's an interesting choice, though. Who's the Maester? Maester for Aegon. What is it? Aegon. Oh, is it Maester Orwell? No. Surely not. No, it's not. Oh, we'll find. We'll figure out his name. That looks like Otto there, though. Oh, you mean fire from the position? Yeah. That's a very high tower. Yeah, it's very high tower heavy on the council.
What are we going to do about it?
What does he say there?
What are we going to do about it?
So yeah, this. What are we going to do about what they've just done? So yeah, you're right, Bushmaster. This does look like it is post Blood and Cheese, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is episode 1. Episodes. Let's have a look. Right, just on Reddit, Dayron and Nettles are not in season 2, but they'll start setting them up. Okay, interesting. Isn't Dayron a massive part, though, of all of the battles? What, Blood and Cheese, I'm pretty sure, is episode 1. Ah, right, okay. So they give us the cliffhanger in episode 1. Oh my god, that's just going to be... That's going to be like Red Wedding. Probably not as good as the Red Wedding, if I'm honest, but... It's going to be good. It's going to be so good. I mean, look at that. That's just a magical shot, that is, as well.
We must play the board before us.
Proceed cautiously.
Fuck dignity.
Oh,
I want revenge.
that's definitely post Blood and Cheese. Nice to see the Lannisters. We didn't actually see much of... Is it Jason Lannister? I thought he was on the small council.
News spreads through the
Dark winds, dark words.
realm. The great houses will come to our side.
Okay. Now, this has got to be Rook's Rest. Surely. Bushmaster man, I've got to get you on. Got to get you on the poddy. Honestly. Hit me up on Twitter, man. Please. Jump on the poddy for when we do the reaction. Please. It'd be so good to have you on, man. Honestly. For when episode 1 drops, please hit me up on Twitter. I'd love to have you on. We'll do like a small council sort of thing. Ah, is that in there? Because he's got the gold. He's got the gold armor.
News spreads through the realm. The great houses will come to our side.
Right, this is retaliation for Blood and Cheese, surely. You do more than try, pal. Tell ya. Like a bloody encyclopedia. But yeah, man, listen, hit me up on X, on Twitter, jikGeek, @jikGeek. We'll get something sorted, man. We'll get you on the poddy. We'll get you on the live reactions with me. I would love that. That'd be sick. This has got to be Rook's Rest. Unless. Hang on. Unless. Excuse me. Oh, it's been a long day. Oh. Right. I'm just looking on Wiki of Ice and Fire. Unless this is the Blackwood and Bracken. Let me just quickly look. House, Blackwood, Sigil. No. House, Bracken. No. I see a green lamb. White lamb. Sigil. GOT. House Stokeworth. Okay, so let's go back to this. This gives me all of the players. Stoke. So they're going to be fighting for the greens. Ah, here we go. So they've bent to Aegon. Okay. Yeah, it's got to be. Isn't there a battle though? Oh no, there's Harrenhal as well.
I did not think they would be so eager to die.
Oh, the ships look sick, man. See that? Why else? Are they? Is that? Can we get Corliss? Is that Corliss armor?
My ships sail at your command.
The realm's only hope is in a leader strong enough to unite it.
Do you accept me as your queen and ruler?
No, he doesn't. And I reckon that's the breakdown of the relationship right there. Right. Let's keep going. Some of the visuals, man, look sick.
This senseless war will end.
Shall not let us prevail.
Not like this.
Oh, favourite shot. Favourite shot of the whole trailer. That's got to be at Harrenhal as well. That's going to look fucking badass.
Alicentod's love for our enemy. That makes her a fool.
Now, this is the shot I'm talking about. They're going up to the wall there. 100%.
The enemy without may be fought with swords. The enemy within is more insidious.
There is more than one way
Oh,
to fight a
shit.